Thank you very much for staying with us this afternoon. We begin the broadcast with big news that we're tracking as far as a blast that has been reported at a Bengaluru cafe. The explosion, what we know so far, has taken place at Rameshwaram cafe. In fact, 4 have been injured in this explosion. The explosion has taken place at a popular Bengaluru eatery, but the cause of the explosion is yet to be ascertained. The entire area has been cordoned off. My colleague Deepak joins me for more. Deepak, what are the initial details that we're picking up right now?
Let me bring our viewers a little more up close to the pictures that we are looking at right now. This is the Rameshwaram Cafe in Brookfield, where this is the around the Whitefield area. The explosion has taken place around 1 to 1:15. The police right now or any of the officials are not giving clarity as to what led to the explosion. You can see now the FSL teams that are here who are using metal detectors and also those mirrors to see if there is any object there. Right now this is in fact the police, the FSL, the fire teams, all of them who are right now working together to ensure that they'll be able to get clarity as to what exactly happened. Now, about 5 to 6 people have been injured. I spoke to a few locals who've confirmed this a while ago. There is also a heavy deployment of police personnel to contain the crowds as well here. We've seen barricading all throughout. And this is a very popular cafe in Bengaluru. The first branch was in Indiranagar. And this is the other branch. This is in Brookfield area, around the IT side of town. And more importantly, this is a place, of course, that serves veg food, quick snack for the people, even meals as well. So during lunchtime, there are a lot of people, of course, who turn up at this location. And I'm also, probably going to show you another view from here. This is the front entrance. So it's the side portion of Rameshwaram Cafe where, this explosion has taken place. The question is, there are no cylinders nearby. So what would have led to the explosion is the question that really comes up. Let's also try and speak to a few of the locals here so that they give us a better perspective and tell us what exactly has happened. And meanwhile, before I speak to any of the individuals here, also reminding our viewers that at this point in time, we are not going to speculate as the reason for the blast, but considering the amount of people, here you have it. You have the FSL teams. These are first pictures now coming in on mirror now. The FSL teams, that's the DCP of Whitefield who's there. So it looks like there is, of course, something more than what meets the eye, or something than a usual routine thing that happens. So we cannot probably speculate more than this at the moment. So we will, of course, have to really tell our viewers the details that we know. Around 1 to 1:15 that this incident has taken place. About 4 to 6 people injured. The blast has happened at one corner of the cafe. Police, fire, FSL teams all at the spot right now to determine what exactly has happened. I'm going to, in fact, take a question to one of the people who was here while being shifted. While the people are being shifted to hospitals, give us a clear perspective what you saw, what time did you reach here, what time did the blast take?
Sir, around 1 o'clock, 5 minutes approximately. I'm not sure about the timings. So we were the residents of here. We heard a huge blast sound over here. So once we heard a blast sound, we reached the place. When we reached here, there was a black smoke forming over here.
Okay. And how many people were injured, and have they all been shifted to the hospital? Were you there during that point in time?
Sir, around 5 to 6 members is injured. In that, they are saying that around 2 members are the hotel staffs, around 5 to 6 members are the customers of this hotel.
Okay, since let's not speculate, but since you went inside when the explosion had happened, tell us the area. Was it next to the kitchen? Because there could be a possibility of a cylinder explosion. So where exactly was it?
This is damn sure that this was the place of where the people were eating. This is not next to the kitchen.
Okay.
So all the granites are all was cracked.
Okay.
So like that thing with the cylinder, if there is a cylinder blast, we could have seen a fumes as well as a burnt marks over there. There is nothing happened like that. It is not a cylinder blast.
Okay. And what makes you say this again?
No. If it is a cylinder blast, we can see the fire, right? We can't see any fire over there.
Okay.
And even a bunch.
Did you spot a cylinder as well? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, no.
Did you see anything fallen around?
Yeah, there was a ID cards of that lady, one who is injured.
Okay.
So
that was from the people who were there.
People
in
were
terms
there.
of material, did you see any pieces?
Some pieces like there was like bags, some stuffs were there.
Okay.
Like, and that was the stuff, and we could have find some small nuts over there.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what nuts. Maybe that is for Fortica, that Farcola stuffs might be. But we can see, we would have seen, and a small battery was also found. There was a video running, so somebody have taken that video also.
Okay. What you're saying? There was a battery that was found.
Yeah, that was found. You can see on the video also that battery is there. Somebody have taken the video.
Okay. So also finally, let me ask you this question. Did you meet the people who were injured? What sort of injuries have they sustained? Is it very serious?
Huge burnt thing happened for a lady. Even we as a localite, we rushed them to the hospital. Okay. There was no management over there to handle all this stuff. Only we localite people have handled. Once we came here, we are facing a lot of issue over there regarding the traffic, and around 3 o'clock also people come and eat over here. They have not provided any necessary basic stuff for the customers over here. They are not even providing a facility for sitting over here, as well as there is no metal detectors are installed, because they are earning the revenue of around 4.5 crores in a month.
Okay.
But they could have at least provided the basic amenities, right? Yeah. So this is the hotel management responsible for this.
Well, various aspects. Thank you for giving us that perspective of various aspects, of course, that the bystander, who of course was here just moments after the blast, is telling us. And right now, once again, showing you these pictures of the cafe. There are traffic policemen who are trying to navigate the traffic. It's a busy area. It will only get busier. This is the IT side of Bengaluru. So you're going to have, a lot of traffic towards the evening around 5 to 7. Right now, police are able to, of course, manage the crowds, but it will only get worse because they've cordoned off two particular roads, the entry and exit point here. So a lot happening. We'll really have to see in the next few minutes when the DCP of Whitefield really briefs the media what he will be able to tell us.
Deepak, as you pointed out, and get us those details as well, with the fact that multiple teams are on the ground, is the bomb squad also present at the site?
Nivedna, there's a little bit of noise here. I can't really hear you very clearly. Once again, I'm going to show you some more pictures. You can see a round of discussion that's happening there with the fire department and the local police. Now, to give you a perspective let me in fact show you the placements of various things in the cafe. The main kitchen is right where you see now some of the officials standing. You can see some of the police officers right now who are there. There's also the FSL team that's there. This is another counter where you would get juice or you would get coffee and tea. So why I'm mentioning this is, the location where cylinders could be present. The blast has happened in between these two portions. So that is where the question arises as to what exactly has happened, what led to this explosion. You can see those, bomb detecting mirrors that the FSL teams have got. They've just passed. Not sure if the camera was able to capture it. We did show it to our viewers just moments ago. Senior officials now, the ACP, the DCP, the inspector of the area, all of them are at this location as we speak.
Deepak, as you get us those important details as well, this is also a prominent area. We are understanding that the entire area has now been cordoned off. Just for the benefit of our viewers, if you could talk to us on that front, because it's not just the fact that it's the IT corridor. This is a place which is quite popular amongst the citizens of the city. Alright, these are the live visuals, of course, we're getting for you from the fact that the blast has taken place at Benguluru Cafe. Like my colleague Deepak was pointing out, that FSL teams are present on the spot, but the entire area has been currently cordoned off. But there are multiple teams present there, including the fire department, the local police, the DCP of Whitefield are also there. But of course, we're not speculating the reason for the blast to have taken place, because there were sources suggesting that it could be a cylinder blast. But like my colleague was also pointing out, that the victims, there have been 6 people who've been injured in this explosion. This is quite a popular eatery, let's tell you, in this particular area. In fact, it's known as the IT corridor of the city, and it's been reported from there. These are the live visuals that we're getting for you from Rameshwaram Cafe. All right, Deepak, as we stay with you to get more details about this, you spoke to one of the eyewitnesses present there as well, and there were sources suggesting that this could have been a cylinder blast. But what are we picking up on that front? Because just a few minutes ago, you were also showing us the layout of this particular cafe on that angle.
Yes, once again, to put this into perspective for our viewers, this is the new Rameshwaram Cafe, fairly new compared to the old one, which is extremely popular. After, of course,
Right.
it became quite popular. They've opened the second branch. This is in the Brookfield area, and you can see right now the teams that are still inside, trying to assess what led to this explosion. There is a kitchen. There is, of course, a smaller kitchen here, and in between both of it, where there is a seating area where people usually sit or stand and have their meals. And that's where the explosion has taken place. About 5 to 6 people injured. This is what we could tell. Some of the people who went inside, according to their claims, once again, they say they saw no cylinder. So this is all that we could probably give in terms of accurate information for our viewers. It's a developing story. As we speak, of course, the policemen have cordoned off the entire area. The fire officers have been here as well. And, a lot has been happening. And you can see, of course, residential homes as well nearby. And this entire area, you could say, is the IT corridor as well. The ITPL is very close to where I am. We should also note that the Whitefield area as well is very close to, where I am. So it's a highly congested area as well, and you can expect a lot of traffic towards the evening, and a lot of people at the cafe as well. Even during lunch, they say that there were a huge group of people who were dining here. And as we speak, more officials of the police as well turning up. The DCP has been here. We are expecting the additional commissioner as well. If the situation arises where he is needed, he could also be brought in. And we'll really have to see what, the DCP will tell us. We're expecting him to brief us in just a while from now. Back to you.
Right, Deepak. I appreciate you getting us all those inputs and also the first-hand account story of what the eyewitness had to say, essentially, with the given situation. For the moment, we're going to leave it at that. We'll continue to track that significant development, but for the moment, we're shifting our focus to the